That was an interesting panel discussion, uh, looking at BIM, looking at beyond BIM into managing cities, utilizing the information technologies similar to BIM. My name is Vivek Kale. I'm an architect, urban designer by training. For last 20 years, I've been dealing with built environment, of which 20 years are helping organization adopt the value of technologies such as BIM. I've been doing BIM before it was called BIM. And it is interesting to note these peaks in where technology comes in and takes center stage. For the next 10 minutes, we'll be looking at this BIM journey and where it is progressing into. With the advent of technologies that is available to us today and the exciting solutions that we could be working with. As we evolved from computer-aided drafting, the really dumb drafting tools, into the information-rich world of BIM, the panel had a whole go at it, and it is really aspiring to see the various discussions on data, information, and at least accepting the fact that we have, as an industry, started transforming and using digital tools. By the way, we are, as an industry, we are the second lowest. We are just above farming in terms of our technology usage. So where does the information modeling now lead us to? The next stage of the evolution, the next iteration is digital twin. The digital twin is the all-encompassing dynamic representation. And it's not just us, but the industry as a whole, which is really excited. In 2018, Gartner revealed that 50% of all manufacturing industries are going to be adopting a digital project by 2020. And this year, they have already professed that digital twins are entering the mainstream, with 75% of the organization who are using Internet of Things adopting at least one project in this year itself. So what is this buzz about, and what is this adoption spree? The digital twin itself. The digital twin, as you would have inferred intuitively by now, is a digital representation of a physical asset, process, or a system. Along with engineering information, this allows us to understand and model the performance. So it's not about just building the model, but also understanding the living aspects of it, the performance of it. Typically, a digital twin is continuously synchronized from multiple sources with the real-world information. A pump is getting the information about the power it is consuming and the water it is pumping out. This comes in from sensors, continuous surveying, allowing us to represent it in near real time, the status, the working condition, or the positions of these assets. Information holistically has been always siloed. As the panel said, the city-level information modeling started earlier than building-level information modeling, and GIS was the forebearer of it. This then led to the subsequent spatial modeling, and what we believe is eventually leading into digital twins that help organizations, governments improve network and service availability, worker safety, regulatory compliance, and reducing the environmental impact. Globally working on organizations on such initiatives, we also worked with the Center of Digital Build Britain and were part of the team that led and developed the Gemini principles. These principles talk about function, trust, and purpose. And they talk about the various aspects the panel was speaking about openness of the data, of evolution and ability to adopt, of security, of federation of this information that we are talking about. And in so laying in the white paper is the foundation for connected digital twins at the national level. Digital twins can span the entire asset's life cycle, right from planning, design, doing analysis, and construction, where they are project digital twins, and then eventually becoming performance digital twins during the construction and operations phase. So let's dive deep into these potential phases of life cycle. In the CapEx phase, during construction, and even earlier planning stage, how do we advance our existing practices to use the new technologies of artificial intelligence and machine learnings to give the decision makers new insight into the data? Many of you in the audience are already using reality meshes to create the background using tools such as context capture. But the reality mesh that you're looking at, the city of Philadelphia here, is utilizing AI to mash up and provide you information from open sources such as BIM of the historical data, the addresses. It is truly a federation and combination of information which is providing you the zip codes or the design corridors. Look at the amount of information we can have right during the planning phase. We could be looking at intersection, the land price, the availability, and all the way down to, of course, our shadow analysis. That is what is truly exciting about this technology. During the design phase of collaboration and stakeholder engagement, we are now looking at mechanisms to understand the impact of our changes. Each of those red globes there of different sizes and color intensities indicates the issues, RFIs that were raised during the design process itself. And why were they raised? First and foremost, the ability to aggregate information so that I can view the information in this manner, but also it is primarily due to the changes. The changes that were there by changing a platform size, what led to it. So now I'm going to start collecting knowledge and information about my project. These and KPIs could be defined, and using the enormous power of cloud computing, we can almost in real time look at the impact of our decisions, changing a concrete column to a steel column, and what impact it has on my cost, schedule, and safety. And thereby allowing you to make better design decisions. Insights into data, into your design data, offers you new levels of coordination, collaboration, and automation workflows. You can look at the current stage of the project in a dashboard where we are looking at the elements themselves, or you could be looking at an entire project or a portfolio of projects. Unlock the value of your digital data and providing digital capabilities to organization using current practices to harness that information and drive business success. The cloud with its infinite computing capabilities can be used for analysis in the way which we have not even utilized earlier. I'm not talking about farm rendering. I'm talking about real, complex, predictive behavior, such as the pedestrian movements, as well as optimizing the design for passenger flows in various scenarios, including emergency evacuation. Now think of modeling it for resilience against flooding or extreme weather condition. Talking about the intangible factors of happiness, security, and that's a means to view and analyze this right during the design phases itself. For the construction aspect, digital twins provide a risk-free way of simulating construction, logistics, and fabrication, and also sequencing the supply chain. Here, we are augmenting your design information onto the construction information, including smart devices and tagging, to have an interconnected construction that provides less paper workflows of tagging and communicating this information on site, collecting the information by automated processes of drone collection, new ways of communicating this intent on site, keeping the site and users safe. And there's your augmented user who is augmenting the construction along with it. It's all about consuming information from various sources through a platform that allows you to do that. Handover. As the digital twin offers you a platform to submit information, it offers you reliable as-built because you can now view the project as a function of time. And this information that is captured during the design and construction phase is available during the analysis and operations phase. So we are talking about information created by various stakeholders at various points through a secured, audited manner, allowing the organizations to make informed decisions. All of this truly culminates in where the most value of a project is, in the operations. So these project digital twins that we are creating would allow us to check the assets, check its performance, generate insights, and optimize asset performance. Looking at the example here where we are looking at a hybrid of new digital model within the urban context generated by context capture, we can look at the historical maintenance data and operations and incidents, defects, and activities. We can always slice and view the information as per our requirements. The users can visualize the assets, check the status, and perform analysis right on site just by devices such as your phones and iPads. Digital twins are very extendable. We can aggregate information from various systems, including operational systems. So for the Penn State campus, where we are looking at the entire campus, which was an existing campus, so there's no new design works, we can now take in the operations data and look at all the service orders pendings or all the fixes that we have done. But we can also drill down all the way to the level of a room by tying up with the facilities management tools, whereby you can look at the information, whereby you can look at the information about a building, the room, or the entire floor plan and the usage, and providing you a truly connected platform. Working with Center for Digital Build Britain, the University of Cambridge, we are creating a city-level campus model where we are now looking at asset tagging and operational data to look at the functioning of a pump. So right inside a browser, I'm just navigating inside my pump room. I could also access it by going and looking at a fault that was raised by the pump, which is reporting in there. The pump is just not a pretty picture. When I identify the pump, it tells me that it is a pump and has a serial number. But more importantly, now I can pick up the KPIs and real-time operational values. And thereby, I understand that this pump is not is consuming extra power and is not as efficient because we have actually missed out a whole bunch of service flags that were raised and went unattended. So you can now see we are truly converging the information and then using analytics and machine learning, we can see when the pump is going to fail, at what point the pump is going to fail, and then take predictive maintenance. In summary, what we have seen is the digital twin is here and is poised to grow in the near future to develop assets, and in turn, smart cities. Organizations globally are adopting digital twins in the mainstream in incremental steps suited for the organization's appetite and the business outcomes desired. Users at all stages can make better informed decisions, anticipate and avoid issues before they rise, and react more quickly with confidence. That is an interesting bit because we were talking about democratization of data and of getting information. So digital twin offers you a better way to crowdsource and view the information that is coming in from the citizen itself. We at Bentley will be more than happy to assist you on your digital journey. Please see us at our booth for more information. And with that, I thank you all.